Am I the a-hole for telling my husband I married him and not his kids? I met my husband 13 years ago. We have a 10-year-old son together that has Down syndrome, and I have a 14-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. When we met, my husband had been dating this barfly who claimed she was pregnant with his kid, but I knew better, so I told him that it wasn't his, and how he ended up breaking up with her, and then we got close and ended up getting married a year later. He has 3 kids from a previous relationship, a daughter who lived with his mother that he had in high school, and 2 sons from a previous marriage. Anyways, the 2 boys stayed with us, but they were constantly going back and forth to court and using so much money. The mother of the kids told him that if she could have custody of the youngest son, that he could have custody of the middle son and the daughter that lived with his mother. I told him that if we went to court one more time that I was leaving because I couldn't handle it, so he agreed and gave her custody of the youngest son. The middle boy moved in with us, but he didn't want to change schools, or his dad said, since I drove my kids to school, that I could drive his son. This worked for a while, but it was just so much trouble. And when I told my husband this, he let middle son go live with his mother and his daughter because she went to the same school. A couple of years later, after oldest daughter moved out, she had to leave her home and needed somewhere to stay. She was married and had a 2-year-old boy. They came to stay with us a week, and I couldn't take it. The 2-year-old would cry and wake up my disabled son. She wouldn't help me clean or cook, just hid in the room until she went to work, and then would go back to the room when she got home. I told my husband either she left or I left. He told her this, and she said, "You've chosen her over all your kids, and when you end up alone, then you remember the choices you made." They argued for a while, and she ended up moving into a hotel until they had enough to get another place. She left, and now when we see them, we ask if we can watch her kids, and she says no because she doesn't trust us, and that he made his choice and now he can live with it. She's very cold to us and will frequently mention how she lost her brother and never sees him because of my husband. And now the middle son is acting the same way, saying that I'm a horrible person and I made him choose me over them. I'm the mother of his child, he should choose me. My husband was crying in the bathroom the other day about how he missed his kids and how he messed up and blamed me for the whole thing. So I told him I married him and not his kids, and that his kids aren't dead, they're still alive, and he can still see them when they are at his mother's house. He then cried about his youngest son, but he was only 2 when we met, so he couldn't have had a close bond with him anyways. Am I the a-hole? I feel like we're headed toward a divorce and I don't want that.